Hello everybody, in today's video I'll take a look at Saturday's second T20 international between England and Pakistan. There's a couple of other bits and pieces of news, including an apology to the England women's team. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Well, we got a game on Saturday and England managed to get over the line, winning by 23 runs in the second T20 international against Pakistan at Edgbaston. So that means England lead the series with 2 games to play, 1-0. I did watch the game. I caught it as it was on, bits and pieces live, and I watched it again from start to finish before making this video. The victory, I feel, was, although Pakistan did play reasonably well, England also played just that little bit better. The margin of victory was a little bit more than I thought. As predicted, Will Jacks smashed a few, batted really well, 37 from 23 balls. But ultimately, the player of the game and England's man of the match was captain Jos Buttler, who hit 84 off 51, including a ridiculous ramp shot to bring up his 50. I went for 6. I think it was, I'm going to say Harris Ralph. It was off one of the quicks. As far as the Pakistan bowlers are concerned, Shaheen finished with 3 wickets. To me, he didn't look on top form. Going at 9 and over off his 4, it probably isn't where he wants to be. I'm sure he'll play or bowl better at Sophia Gardens on Tuesday. I think he's used to that ground. He's played there quite a bit for Welsh Dragons, I believe, over the last couple of seasons. So I'd expect him to put in a better performance then, although he wasn't bad. And he did outbowl the England left-arm seamer, Reece Topley, just. Although Shaheen picked up 3 wickets and was the highest wicket taker for Pakistan, I would say Imad Wasim with 2 wickets for 19, I believe, of his 4. He was actually Pakistan's best bowler. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. But I liked the way, apparently he came out of retirement, which I never knew he'd been in retirement. The guy doesn't look that old. Perhaps, what's going on there? But he certainly looks a class act. Left arm round. Sorry, next door neighbours just decided to cut some wood up for some reason, so hopefully that doesn't come through too much. But yeah, he bowled. He's got a very shouldery action, hasn't he? Coming left arm round the wicket, bowled straight, got a tiny bit of spin, varied his pace, and I think that's why he ended up with 2 for 19. And it was the one that really troubled the England batsman. And then it was Pakistan's turn to bat, and I think the standout batsman for Pakistan was Fakhar Zaman. 45 off 21 deliveries. Baba and Iftikhar scored just above a run a ball to support that, but ultimately, fell 20 odd runs short. I really liked sort of how Fakhar Zaman batted. He just seems to hit things hard, and I don't know if it's something about the way that Pakistani batsmen are trained, but they all seem to be able to hit the ball cleanly further away from their body. I don't know if that's a thing or not. That's just something that's in my head. If there's something that somebody knows, if that's a traditional way of training, or if that's a trait, or whether I'm just talking BS, feel free to let me know. And of course, we can't escape the fact that Jofra Archer finally returned for England after well over a year without international cricket. He picked up a couple of wickets. Of course, there was a lot of PR around that, and what a great comeback. But I thought he bowled okay. He wasn't at top speed, sort of high 80s for the majority of the innings, and he got a couple. Reece Topley got more wickets. I think Reece Topley bowled, for me, he was my England bowler of the match. He picked up 3, and good old Moeen picked up a couple as well. So I think the England bowlers just a little bit too strong for the Pakistan bowlers on this particular occasion. Maybe something to do with the fact that some of them have literally just come off the back of IPL. And of course, we know that there are no Pakistan players basically permitted to play in the IPL. So that could be a factor. I would expect Pakistan to come back stronger on Tuesday, having had this obviously the 3 games with Ireland and this game with England. I think they'll be. I think the bowlers will hit the straps a little bit better. and I think the batsmen will be a little bit more in the groove. So I expect a closer game on Tuesday. So England fans, is there any need to change this 11? Is there anything particular about Cardiff and Sophia Gardens that means we would perhaps drop one for another? Pakistan fans, I know you love to comment on your team. Are you dropping anyone? Are you bringing anyone new in, and why? Let me know in the comments. Now, I did mention on the intro to this video that I felt I owed England women's cricket team a bit of an apology, and I do. And the reason why is not because I think I've said anything bad or done anything bad or disrespected them, but I just completely forgot to include the fact they just won their T20 series against Pakistan 3-0. So apologies there, but really, really well done. Just while we're talking about the ladies' game, Sophie Ecclestone took 3 for in the first one-day international earlier this week, which takes her, I believe, on to 98 one-day international wickets. Of course, Sophie is the left-arm spinner. If she gets 2 wickets in the next one day, which is sort of a rain delay today, as I'm recording this, if she gets 2 wickets in this game, she will become the fastest lady to 100 international one-day international wickets. So fingers crossed we get on and Sophie manages to get those 2 wickets. Good luck. And really quickly, in other news this week, I mentioned in my last video that the USA had gone 1-0 up in their T20 series against Bangladesh. Well, they only went and won the second one as well, didn't they, claiming the series? However, Bangladesh did win the third quite convincingly, probably close to what we would have expected Bangladesh to do performance-wise before that 3-game series started. And that's interesting to see how both teams will now go into the World Cup, which starts in June. So I know a couple of friends that I have who follow Bangladesh are particularly upset by this series defeat. If there are any Bangladesh fans watching this video, please let me know, how's this gone down, losing 2-1 to a series ranked 19th in the world. How do you guys feel about losing this series to the USA in the build-up to the World Cup? Do you think you'll perform any better once it comes around to the serious business of competition? Let me know. And just one more thing, IPL related. You may recall, if you saw my other video, I sort of mentioned about the PR that was across social media regarding the people's opinions on the ECB asking the English players to come back from the IPL to play in this T20 series against Pakistan. Michael Vaughan, 2005 Ashes winning captain and Yorkshireman, was in stout defence last week about bringing the English players back. However, just yesterday, or it might have been earlier today, actually flipped a little bit on that and sort of said they might have well been better just staying and playing the eliminator games in the finals of the IPL rather than coming back to play Pakistan. Now, what happened then was that a particular Pakistani journalist took exception to that, fair enough, and challenged Michael Vaughan across social media, saying that this was pretty much disrespectful to the Pakistani bowlers, and could they expect an apology from Vaughan? To which Vaughan predictably just said no. So the IPL versus country debate rumbles on. Interestingly enough, Sunrisers Hyderabad are just about to get their backsides handed to them by Kolkata Knight Riders, but all the Australians are playing in the game. Travis Head, Stark, Cummins, they're all there. They're all playing. If I've missed a couple, fair enough, and apologies. But yeah, Australia seem happy to keep their players in the tournament right up until the end. Okay, so that's me done for another one. If you liked this video, please smash that like button. If you love cricket as much as I do, then consider smashing the subscribe button for a Ian Botham size 6, and that'll be appreciated. There will be another video going up pretty soon, just as a forward-looking video as we look forward to the T20 World Cup. And as always, until then, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.